What's up, everybody? We are back. I know last week it was just me, and I'm super excited. You get a little bit of some Matt squared back at it, and we are going to talk NBA for the rest of the season because you know what? The NFL is done. We got some good picks. I'm feeling pretty confident, Matt. What about you?
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely confident, especially coming out of the All-Star break. Certain teams like to break out after that.
And we're also super excited to tell you about the great links in the description. There's some cool bonuses, so if you want to throw some money on here, get a little bit more for each of your deposits and take advantage of the great deals that we have for you, click the description. There's some social medias of ours. You don't have to follow me if you don't want to, but definitely check my dude Matt out. And Matt, where can they find you?
They can find me over on social media at the Johanna Jones.
Let's throw some knowledge. Let's throw some money at some NBA games. The first one we're going to talk about is the Cleveland Cavaliers traveling to take on the Detroit Pistons. Cleveland is 35-23 on the year. 35-21-2 against the spread. Detroit, they are 13-45 on the year, but 27-31 against the spread. And right now, Cleveland is a 7.5 point road favorite.
Not much to say about this. Look, the Pistons have just been bad. Look, 7-30 record straight up against opponents over 500. And if you watched any of the All-Star weekend, you know that Cleveland is excited about their breakout squad. 12 games over 500 right now, and I see that increasing against Detroit. I mean, I just like the Cavs by a lot. 7.5 is too low to me.
I also like Cleveland. Cleveland's 4-2 against the spread in their last 6. The total has gone under on 8 of Cleveland's last 12, which is something to kind of know here as well. Detroit 1-5 against the spread in their last 6, 1-8 straight up, and the over has hit 11 of Detroit's last 12 games against Cleveland. The over-under, it's 209.5. I got to be honest, I like the over here. I think the trend's going to continue. I think it's going to be 12 out of 13 in this matchup with the over. And again, I like Cleveland minus 7.5. We're going to move on to the next game, which is going to be the Boston Celtics taking on the Brooklyn Nets. Boston's 34-26, 29-30-1 against the spread. Brooklyn 31-28, 22-35-2 against the spread. And Boston is a 7-point road favorite.
Boston crushed the Nets the last time they met up, and might be more of the same here. I don't see any sign of the lineup that Brooklyn's waiting for coming back from their injuries anytime soon. I mean, look, Matt, you talked about nagging injuries. Yeah, those will carry over for a team like the Brooklyn Nets, unfortunately. One guy that I can see maybe coming back, at least per reports, and that's Kevin Durant. And yes, Kevin Durant will be a difference maker. So keep an eye on that before you bet. To be honest, the way things have been going in the NBA, I don't see Kevin Durant coming back. Of course, Kyrie, it's a home game. So sorry, you're out. And then Ben Simmons, he's not coming back anytime soon. Actually, recent reports say he's not coming back for weeks or even months. So I don't see the Nets putting out anybody of that high of significance. I see the Celtics winning by any number of points you want to imagine.
Boston is one of the hottest teams in the NBA right now. And like I said, they've been on a tear before the All-Star break. Brooklyn with Durant, Johnson, Irving, Harris, Simmons, who's out for conditioning, because who would have thought? You just hold out, you don't play in the NBA, and you're going to all of a sudden just be ready to go. But probably in better shape than Harden was when he left. Sorry, Harden, if you're watching this show. Upgraded to probable for Thursday. Smart is for Boston. I really do. I like Boston minus 7 here. Let's keep this rolling. We got the Atlanta Hawks traveling to take on the Chicago Bulls. Atlanta's 28-30 this year, 26-32 against the spread. In Chicago, 38-21, 35-23-1 against the spread. And Chicago is a 4-point home favorite.
Look, this is close, even though I know the Bulls are at the top of the Eastern Conference, as you mentioned, Matt, next to the Miami Heat, and the Hawks have a losing record. But mark my words, Trae Young could heat up to close out the season and put Atlanta in a good position to make a run. Just not in this game. I'm saying that Trae Young could be making a run later. It's just the Bulls are way too good at home. So I'm going to roll with Chicago here. Yeah, I know I kind of baited you.
No, it's fine. Yeah, Chicago is 21-10 against the spread at home this year, while Atlanta is 10-18 against the spread away this year. But I'm going to go with the other side. I'm going to go with the under. I think that, not all the players, obviously they stay in condition. They're going to continue to play, but not all of them over the All-Star break had that. I think they come out a little bit sluggish for NBA players, but I like Chicago minus 4. I think that's a good one. And I'm going to take Chicago first quarter against the spread. They're one of the better teams, as mentioned, like Cleveland is. I'm going to take them in the first quarter. We're going to move on. We got the Memphis Grizzlies taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Memphis 41-19, 40-20 against the spread. Minnesota 31-28, 30-28 13-1 against the spread. In Memphis, though, they are a 2.5-point road favorite.
I think this one is tricky, Matt. Look, both teams have stars that showed out at the All-Star festivities, namely Karl Anthony Towns. He's the 3-point champion. Can you imagine the big man winning the 3-point contest? And of course, Ja Morant did Ja Morant things in the All-Star game itself. And look, I actually want to go with the Timberwolves here. Yes, Memphis is one of the best in the West. I'm not going to deny that, but Minnesota is 7-3 in their last 10 games straight up. I feel like going against the grain here and going with the Timberwolves.
This could be one where we differ. Minnesota, pretty good at home. They're 13-1 at home. Memphis, 22-8 away. That's pretty good. I mean, granted, they haven't lost a lot of games anyways, being 41-19 on the year. I like them -2.5. I honestly think that they're going to win by like 10. I'm going to say it right here. They're going to win by 10. Memphis Grizzlies, 2.5 and the under. And to kind of support you a little bit, I'm going to go Minnesota first quarter against the spread. I think they're going to beat them in the first quarter. I think Memphis is going to win the game. So that's going to be the 3 that I take here. Move on to another 8 o'clock game. We got the Phoenix Suns taking on the Oklahoma City Thunder. Oklahoma's pretty rough, 18-40, but they're 35-19-4 against the spread. Phoenix is 48-10, and they're 32-26 against the spread.
The Suns are without Chris Paul here for the time being with his fractured thumb, but I don't see that stopping the top team in the West from bashing a bottom 2 team. Yes, I know the Thunder have covered, but look, I like Josh Giddey as much as the next guy, but I expect Devin Booker on the Suns side to be that much better and assert his backcourt dominance in this one. I'm looking for Devin Booker to score over 40 here. I'm looking for the Suns to come out of the gates just sprinting because they know they're without their top point guard in Chris Paul, point god, if you will. And the Thunder, I don't know, maybe just cruising here. So I just think I like the Suns even with the amount of points.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think they're going to win the game by 15, maybe even 20. So I'm going to go with you on the 9.5 spread with Phoenix. I'm also going to go with the over. It's at 215. I think it's going to go over that for sure. So I'm going to go with that in. You think Booker's going to go for 40? So I'm going to do a little sprinkle on that player prop. Let's move on to the next one. We got 2 left. We're going to go with the Denver Nuggets taking on the Sacramento Kings. Nuggets are 33-25, 27-31 against the spread, and the Kings are 22-38, 27-33 against the spread. Denver is a 4.5-point road favorite.
I think that this is the upset I like the most from this day's games. Okay. The Kings were playing pretty good for their standard going into the break, averaging over 110 points, over 40 rebounds, and over 4 blocks per game in their previous 10 games. Denver hasn't been overly impressive lately, and I have a feeling that the Kings will come out hotter in their first game back. And so I just like going with Sacramento here. And I like how Nikola Jokic looked good in the All-Star game, but I just don't see Denver coming out as hot to start this week off the All-Star break.
See, I'm going to disagree with you because we can't just get it. We just can't agree on every single one, right? Not. Denver's 5-1 in the against the spread in their last 6. Over's gone over 13 of 19. They're 5-1 straight up. Sacramento 4-11 straight up, and the total has gone over. I'm going to go with I'm going to go with Denver -4.5. The over/under is 231. I think that is a little bit too high. I'm going to go with the under here, and I'm going to go with Denver. Let's talk about the last game. The Golden State Warriors, 42-17, 29-26-4 against the spread, taking on the Portland Trailblazers in Portland, 25-34 against the spread. Golden State 9-point road favorite. A lot of road favorites today, huh?
Yeah. I mean, look, this guy, Steph Curry, he's pretty good at basketball. He just dropped 50 in the All-Star game. Yeah, I know there's no defense played in the All-Star game, but I don't think there's going to be much defense played by the Blazers side in this game either. So there's probably not much more to say about that. Look, the Blazers are without Damian Lillard. They already traded CJ McCollum to the Pelicans. So I don't see the Warriors stopping anytime soon on their hot streak, thanks to Klay Thompson coming back. Steph Curry has found his range again. Talk about getting back into your rhythm. Look, the All-Star game showed that Steph Curry is still Steph Curry, even though we've seen him struggle throughout the beginning of the season. I think he's back. I think he's ready for the second half of the season, and I think this game will start it. Watch out. I said Devin Booker could get 40. I think Steph Curry could also get, well, let's tone it down here because they may take him out in the fourth quarter. So I say at least 35.
Let's do the player prop. We're going to go Curry player prop. I'm going to go Portland in the mere fact that they're getting 9, all right, and the over-under is 223.5. I think that's a lot of points. Again, I for some reason, I just think that they're going to kind of come out not fully firing with that break, and I think the scores are going to be a little bit lower. Golden State's 0-5 against the spread in their last 5, where Portland's 4-1 against the spread in their last 5. So that's good enough for me. Plus, the total has gone under 6 of the last 9 for Portland. Portland is going to cover that. I think it's going to be a fairly close game. They're going to cover with that 9-point. But if I had to take it straight up on the money line, I'm going to go Golden State with the win, Portland with the cover. We're going to, because of the All-Star break, we're going to start going back and doing the TNT Tuesdays, free picks from us, Matt Squared. Maybe we'll have some more guests as well. Also, leave in the comments who your lock of the day is, who you like, and we'll have some good conversations in the comments below. In the links in the descriptions, there's also some stuff for social media for myself. I'm Matt at Beardlaws, and who are you again?
At the Johanna Jones.
And have a good one, everybody. Take care.